It's a trying one.
It's a trying
because
one.
Even the Bible says you reap what you sow.
Yeah, there has been, you see, the problem is there has been issues of the new curriculum, and you never set exams based on new curriculum. Most kids have not learned, especially in up-country schools.
Yes.
So we might have a challenge with them performing properly.
Because HSC is not cheap.
Yeah.
Regardless, whichever stage your child is going to take, whether HSC or vocational or branching off. I
wish HSC was removed. Like, HSC was removed. Then we have don't give me that look.
I'm looking at you like, are you serious?
Like, really?
You want A-level removed?
Yeah, I want A-level removed, such that kids do more specialized studying within 1 to 4. Those are 4 years. Maybe the first 2 years they can do general. The next 2 years they specialize more. Then after that, kids break off either for vocational or go to university.
You know, there's an age requirement. You know, imagine a senior 4 child. After senior 4, they just go straight into the job market.
Yeah, they're about 16 years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why you need HSC to maintain them, to go through puberty. Away from that, let's talk about Ebola, Mubende.
Yeah, Ebola Mubende still for candidates now.
Yes.
The UNEB saying that the spokesperson for UNEB, still Kalule, she was saying that the scouts, the invigilators, the supervisors have temporary passes. So they have told some of them to either stay in rooms within Mubende, or they have those temporary passes to come in, but they're not letting anyone out of those areas unless you have specialized passes. So she was explaining that, and she said even candidates, if you're unwell and you need to do the paper, you will do it within the center.
That was going to be my next question. Okay, let's assume we have a candidate who is in the process of an examination, and then they're unwell or they get Ebola, God forbid. What happens now?
They are not transferring any Musente yo. Like, you will have to do your exams from that center if you're unwell, but from a sick bay, as long as you are strong enough to work. They're not taking anyone to hospital, and then they will claim you did from this center, Nedda.
To move up to Michiana or in neighboring districts, and then we are working with police to see how best we can get them to move into those districts. The ministry has given us a go ahead for all those who are doing UNEB work, as long as they have a letter of introduction. A center cannot be in a hospital, so if somebody cannot be at the sitting center, that is quite unfortunate in case they are down. But if they have the energy to get there, then we work out modalities for isolating them.
So basically, it's one thing: ask God so that you don't suffer from Ebola.
Yeah.
Because if you do,
it is trouble. But the other concern is the transportation of these candidates. How are they moving?
Exactly.
Because we know how
we know how those things are. Some people, move kilometers to reach their schools. Yeah.
Over they started moving at 6 a.m. That has been also a challenge.
And then remember, there's curfew.
Yes. There's curfew 7. Go back in. No public places, of course, open, restaurants, hotel, mbara, all that, of course, was locked down in Mubende and Kasanda districts. Yeah. So speaking still of Mubende, the 21 days that the president locked down for, MPs are concerned, MPs within Mubende district. One of the MPs is called William Museveni, MP for Wekula South. William Museveni.
He does not fear having that name. What's wrong?
Is it his fault that they gave him the name?
How many
Ugandans
do you know that are called Museveni?
They are there. Maybe they just fear to use. They use it like a middle name, silent.
He's even an MP called Museveni.
Yeah, he's an MP. So these MPs are saying that the 21 days of lockdown are going to have a huge toll on locals. How are they going to survive? They say from day one, from actually night one, that very night, security personnel were already deployed chasing people.
Yes.
So people didn't have preparedness to go and maybe pick money or survive. So how are they going to survive?
Nodde waka mukyalo kyamwe ng'oli bulungi naye kati zino sente z'abaana ngenda zijjawo era ngenda kukola.
See how these people are going to survive throughout the 21 days. Because the president said that these measures are going to last for 21 days. How are the people going to survive? We have school going and they commute on a daily basis. Are they going to access this?
Well, he's an MP. Let him reach out to his namesake and tell him, hello, it's me, Museveni from Mubende.
But I think that is the essence of a lockdown. Because if you give people time to prepare, imagine how many people would have moved from Mubende to Kampala to
go and find
Dhaka
refugee and comfort.
So I think, but still, for the president,
Nzirukawo. As we come into the beginning of the end of this conversation, is there an Ebola threat in Gulu? I don't understand what's happening in
Okay,
Gulu.
there is not exactly an Ebola, but because we are dealing with Ebola Sudan strain.
Oh, yeah.
There is that preparedness. The Ministry of Health directed that they set up isolation centers. So the isolation centers were previously for COVID-19 are now being used as isolation for Ebola. The health workers are being trained. They're being equipped. Kubanga, we are dealing with Ebola South Sudan. So that is the main scare within Gulu City.
Okay.
Of course, we have activated our task force within the hospital and re-education from the nurses, doctors, and everything. There's a small, our isolation unit. The procedures for COVID are still going on, so that also is helpful in Ebola. But the clear guidelines from Ministry of Health has not come out, like during the one of COVID. Because the one of COVID, the designated treatment center was the regional referral hospital. Here, we have not had any pronouncement from Ministry of Health because we would only come in, probably it will be the regional referral to take on the patients until they get overwhelmed, then we come in to support them. But we have our small isolation for the suspects, and most likely if we get suspects, we shall send to the regional referral.
As what's happening in the country, you can join us. We are live on our YouTube, Galaxy FM/.
Yeah, meanwhile, Kampala is on high alert because we have 42 contacts who have been listed. 10 people have been quarantined. According to the president, for him, he says 24 contacts are under quarantine. That's what he said.
Here in Kampala?
Yes, and he directed Ebola response team to cover the whole Kampala. I'm not seeing so far, but that's what he directed. He said, I have directed full mobilization of Kampala city into response mode. Yeah.
Here's the thing. It starts with you and me. This thing, if we keep ourselves in check, then it won't get out of hand. We want it done and over with.
Yeah.
Like yesterday. Lastly, we have a compilation of abakubi becheyo. Abavudde bweru ne bakoma wano mu Uganda.
Yeah, some of them. This is just a bunch from the NUP has its program. Remember,
NUP.
Yes, National Unity Platform has its program where they're trying to bring in people who are suffering.
Yes.
The president of NUP, that is Robert Chagulanyi, raised a concert. I think it was a concert.
Wasn't he in Dubai a couple of weeks ago?
Where he was arrested and freed. So he raised some money, and they are doing that process of bringing back some aggrieved Ugandans. But then there is public concern still, as they are seeing more cases of people coming up to complain. Some of the section of public that our reporter spoke to are saying the companies that export this labor are the ones that should be dealt with. The government is not doing enough because they know these companies. People are announcing them on social media and saying najamu company no, but nothing much is being done.
Abantu tebajja mu Uganda kugendako ebweru okunoonya ssente. Ssente za Uganda tezimala ate ntono.
Abantu abo bazze balajjana ng'ekiwulira ate amakampuni go gennyini agabatwala gasasula layisensi ekitegeeza nti egamanyi naye tefaayo kulaba nti go egakubiriza okulondoola abantu be batutte gye bali mu mbeera nnungi.
Gavumenti terina kyekoledde ddala okusobola kwa byonna nze ng'omunnansi nnumwa okuba nti ffe Uganda eyaffe yafuuka ekiyigo nti buli omu asanga n'atuula muno n'atabako kyagambibwako. Bw'oba ogenze ku mawanga gali ag'ebweru ge tuzze tuyitamu otambulira ku budde buli nga tolina bwekyusizo bwonna. Abaana baffe batulugunyiziddwa, abaana baffe abawala baleepingiddwa, abalala bali kujja bulabba.
What I know, it has been made easy for Uganda to export labor. The only problem is the maintenance of the labor that we export, how the condition of our citizens, the follow-up and everything. And also remember, and people are desperate to go, so people are coming up with all sorts of fake companies, and some of them get overwhelmed. Nga bajiwandikisa mitendera naye ne bayita abantu maybe namba ne zibasukkako ng'ate emirimu tegiriiwo and all that. So
it's a mess. Somehow, we can't say entirely. There are those success stories also.
Definitely. Yeah. That's all we had for you this morning. You can check our social media platforms for more stories. Pamela will be back here later on in the day. I want to give you a song you're going to dedicate to him.
No way. No way.